everybody, I'm Manakyn. Welcome to the stream. I need to turn on a light. Now I am very bright. My forehead looks really shiny. I didn't do my hair, so my bangs are hanging down, and I kind of look gross right now. How are you all doing? Hello, Randy. Hello, Kioma. Hello, all the lurkers in the chat. You know, I've been feeling a bit nervous today, because I have my photo shoot coming up on Tuesday, and as much as I know you might find this a little bit unbelievable, but I am not the world's most beautiful person, right? I know I'm like the second most beautiful person, not the first most beautiful person, obviously. So, you know, sometimes when I take pictures, I think to myself, dang, if only I was the most beautiful person in the world instead of like third, then you know, I would look great in pictures, but I'm only third most beautiful. Who's the first most beautiful? Bowser called it, right? Obviously our kids are more beautiful than we are. So Iris is beautiful. But yeah, I'm feeling a little bit uptight for my photo shoot. I don't know exactly what to wear. I talked to my photographer. She's like, try not to wear gray. I don't know if I look good in this color or not. So I don't know, man. I'm just concerned. I don't wanna, you know, look bad on my photo shoot, my headshots and stuff. But hopefully it goes well. You're at McDonald's? Well, hello, McDonald's Wi-Fi. I can do it. Thanks, guys. I know I can always count on you, except when you guys make terrible puns and then I hate you all. But I know I can always count on you guys to cheer me up. Yeah, I got my headshots. I'm auditioning for an animation soon, and I hope I get the role, but I know it's going to be tough because of some other things. I'm slowly working on some of my branding. Hey, do you guys want to see a let's see here, what is this right here? Oh, here. Do you guys want to see some ideas for images that for branding images that my graphic designer sent me? Let's see here, where is it? Yes, no? Hey, how's it going, Kemjo? How's it go? Also, how's it going, Bowser? My first anime role, I've actually been in another anime, so it's not going to be my first, but it's going to be my first relevant one. You guys want to see some images that my graphic designer sent me for branding ideas? Yes, no, no, yes, no, no, yeah, no, no. Well, anyway, yes, okay, I got some yeses. I got some yeses. Well, I got one yes, really, but okay. So anyway, before I do that, yeah, we're playing Ace Attorney today. All right, so I'll show you like just one or two images sent by my graphic designer. Okay, so here are some basic images. So here's the first one. So this was one idea that she sent me. I thought this one was pretty cute. I like this one. It's very cartoony. And let me see. There's a second one. Here's another one. This one's more real, which I think is cool. And let me know if you guys like one in particular. I like this one because this one's pretty real. Obviously, these are kind of like rough ideas, so we haven't really established this one. If I were to use this one, I would probably want them to one with more of a smile. And then here's one of me as, oh my god, this one's massive. More superhero style. So I like this idea, but I don't think I'm going to go with it. Wait, do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I have 6 finger. I'm gonna have to get that changed. I didn't even catch that. You like the first one? You guys like the first one? I mean, I don't mind. She probably was tired when she finished this one off, so it's no big deal. These are just rough ideas, but I have 6 fingers. I do like this one. This one's cute. You like 1 and 2? I like 1 and 2 as well. This one I really like, and this one I really like. For some reason, they're all weird sizes, but yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go for a more like animated version of myself for my brand. Oh, more animated version of myself for branding, or more of a realistic version. I think most of the people I talk to really like this one that I have on the screen. So yeah. I bet he doesn't even have 10 fingers. He has 9 fingers. Well, you can't really see that, but this is a cartoon, so I don't really mind. I like this one. It's just fun and happy. I'm thinking this one's very anime. This one kind of looks super anime, but I do like kind of the chill vibes of this one. Another idea I had, so I wanted to talk to you guys actually about like some of my branding ideas. So one thing I really like, very 80s anime, right? And I actually, I didn't grow up in the 80s. No, this is not me trying not to be an old man. I actually was not born in the 80s. But also, I wasn't born in the 80s. I'm not an old man. But yeah, I really like this style. It kind of reminds me of like the very old, like graphical style. Get out of here, Ire! Hey, Ire. Yeah, but I like this one. Maybe I'll keep this one like kind of in the back burner. It's like, let me tell you some of my ideas, guys. Original the character, do not steal. No, it's whatever. It's just branding. But yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So one of my ideas is that, like, you know, because I want to do more different styles of animation. Maybe I want like multiple styles of animation. And one thing I really like about about all of them, but she keeps the same color scheme. So I kind of have like a darker jacket with a yellow shirt and then red kind of highlights with my shoes and my headphones. And then in this one, I have the same thing. I have like blues and yellows for my overall outfit, and then the reds for the kind of the highlights with the microphone, the shoes. So yeah, I really like that. So yeah, just a few ideas. I might consider. Oh, hi Marianne. What are you doing here? So yeah. Wife. Yeah, I was just I have these hidden image templates just in the background in case I ever want to show an image, and I guess the most recent one was Marianne for some reason. The only one on the waifu list. She's the most important one on the waifu list, obviously. But yeah, I'm really excited. I was thinking, like, you know, I could do like lots of different styles. So here's an idea that I had, and I want to ask you guys what you think of this. When you guys think of me, right, especially through the Ace Attorney series, I do a lot of characters. So do you see me as like, do you see my image changing based on the characters I have? Like, if you close your eyes and then I'm doing a Sherlock Holmes impression, and then after that I'm doing a Van Zieks or something. Do you guys, when you close your eyes, could you like see like a different image of a character? Because that is kind of an idea that I really wanted to go with, and you do? Okay, very cool. A lot. That actually makes me very happy, and that actually makes my idea really nice. Because okay, first of all, don't you dare call me a tsundere, because recently I was inspired by Princess Peach. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I freaking hate Princess Peach, okay? Princess Peach is the worst. But I was inspired by Princess Peach and her game Showtime Princess Peach, where she dresses up as a lot of different characters. And I thought, you know, maybe that'd be cool for my website. My website would be like, oh, there's like me as a detective, and then me as a businessman, and then me as a superhero, that type of thing. So I thought that would be really cool if I like have like a bunch of like different little versions of me like being gremlins just all over my website. So I think that would be really nice. So what did you guys, would you guys associate me like that? You voiced McGilden. you forgot. Oh, that is really kind of you. Thank you so much. You don't know how happy I am hearing that. So yeah, yeah, if you guys think that maybe it's a good idea, like I have a bunch of little gremlin versions of me just like dressing up. One of them is like a detective or a Sherlock Holmes. And then one of them is an iris and I'm in a dress. Yeah, but I love chatting with you guys about this, especially since you guys are like a smaller audience and all of you are pretty like creatively minded. So I love, you know, asking you guys for feedback. So yeah, learning a little bit about you guys and learning about that. Now I forgot Manakyn just has an now I find out Manakyn just has an image of Marianne on the side of every screen. That is not wrong. That could be a cool idea. Okay. It's my emotional support blorb. Can't spell Marianne without mana. That's literally like misinformation. Anyway, just some ideas. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on the branding, and I might even show you guys some of the headshots that I take next week. It's been a heck of a ride this week. I've been super, super busy, and which is why I'm ranting to you guys instead of actually, you know, playing the game that you guys are here to watch. Anyway, let's go. All right, so let us all get in British mode. I believe in magic, and that magic. I believe in magic, and that magic is Daniel Radcliffe's abs. Daniel Radcliffe with a beard is my kink. Daniel Radcliffe with a beard is my kink. Daniel Radcliffe could high-key choke me, and I would love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Daniel Radcliffe could high-key choke me, and I would love it. I believe in magic, and that magic is Daniel Radcliffe's abs. I believe in magic, and that magic is Daniel Radcliffe's abs. Daniel Radcliffe with a beard is my kink. Daniel Radcliffe could high-key choke me and I would love it. Love it. Love it. Alright, I'm British. No, I'm not British. I'm British. I have a London accent. I am a proper person, and I'm not a cockney like this. Oh, bloody hell. No. I'm Gina. Naruhodo! Oi, Odo! 16th of April, 1:26 p.m., Winterbank's Pawnbrokery. Here we are again at the scene of the crime. Oh, Ryunosuke. Here we are again at the scene of the crime. Now to thrust in Gregson's face and see what he makes of this! Hello again, Inspector. Do you have a minute? What is it now? You should go home and get some rest, see? I just realized this type of voice, see? There's supposed to be like a caricature of Italian mobsters, and Luigi is Italian, so I'm just saying. You found a British man named Heathcliff. That name sounds familiar. Hold on. I actually have to look that up. Heathcliff. Who is that? I feel like I've heard of that character before. Never mind, it's a cat. Anyway.
Here you are, Grexy. Here are the representation papers.
Your ladyship. I don't believe it. How the devil do you get that stubborn little rangamouse to sign that? See? I salute you. This is gonna work, that is.
I can see you're very busy here as well. How about some tea? It's a special blend designed to relieve fatigue.
Glug, 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 glug.
Wait, he actually glugs.
Lovely. Well, let's see now. Yeah. I hardly feel tired at all. I'm fit as a fiddle, your ladyship.
Would it be alright if we investigated now?
Do as you please, see? You know where it happened. To that door behind the counter.
Yes, the storeroom. That's where I discovered Mr. Windabag. And Gina.
Right, well, I'll be getting back to business.
Will you be investigating at the storeroom as well, Inspector?
If I'm perfectly honest, we need to wrap this up before long. Can't afford to spend too much time on it.
Right, because they're super busy and swamped, and they don't have enough funding for the police, and as a result, they just throw, I think, what is it? They throw the first person they catch under the bus and say, well, let's move on.
But there are so many articles to go through, it's taking forever. Even with the lads working around the clock. Which is a problem, as there's another cause the yard needs to investigate urgently.
That must be what Lord Strongheart meant by far more serious matters. Did he say that? Maybe. I'm telling you, Strongheart's the final boss. He's like, who's the other guy? Gant. Police Chief Gant.
So what I'm saying is, don't get under my face, sunshine.
Let's go! Who was the guy voiced like Obama? The guy from the fourth case of the first game? Well, that's all right. That's who I am. My parrot is here. Yenny Yogi, yes! Okay, so what do we want to examine first? Still can't see Pinocchio. Okay, so obviously the first thing we want to look at is blood here. Oh, there's a broken object on the floor. Oh, there is. Good catch. I guess it's part of the desk, but let's start here. Ah, look here. Okay, there's a bullet here. Oh, yes, a bullet hole. I can see the bullet still lodged in the wall. Is that the bullet that was shot at Sholmes? Well, Sholmes wasn't bleeding because all the blood left his body and ended up on the calendar. No. Okay. So this was unlikely to be Sholmes's. Wait, no, they did say he lost blood, right? Did Sholmes lose blood? Like, I think the no, not the doctor, one of the police at the hospital says something like Sholmes lost blood, but we never actually saw him bleeding. Did they just miss that detail? I can't imagine the writers missed that detail. There must be something to that. Maybe the surgeon was really bad, and he cut him open. He's like, oh god, all the blood! And, okay, so... Okay, well, regardless, there wasn't blood, that much blood at the time. Which means it's likely that this isn't Sholmes' blood. Maybe it's the victim, maybe symbolizing Sholmes is alive. Hopefully not. No, I'm kidding. I want Sholmes to live. Because I don't want Iris to lose her grandpa. Let's be real here. Sholmes is the grandpa. Did I just make an entire family for Naruhodo? I am literally playing house. I'm like a 6-year-old girl in the playground playing frickin' house. You're the daddy, and you're the mom, and you're the dog. Iris is the dog. No, Susato is the dog. Okay. Alright, so what do we have here? Was did the murder occur on the 16th? No. I remember Susato deserves better than that. That's because Ryunosuke has no... Don't do Ryunosuke like that. Okay, so this is April 16th, right? If you remember, the whole Eggs Benedict fiasco occurred on the 15th. I remember that because it was 2 months after February 15th. Right? Yes. And this says the 16th, which means... I remember Windibank said something like, I always tear this off exactly at midnight, or something like that. Which means, I mean, I don't remember entirely, but if that was the case, it means it was likely, you know, it was likely close to midnight or after midnight, right? Maybe he tore it off at like 11:30 or something. You could do that before you're leaving. No, but he was in the thing. Wasn't it like 1 o'clock in the morning? I don't remember what time it was. It was definitely past midnight, I think. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was 1 a.m. Okay, it was 1 a.m. It was definitely past midnight when this whole incident was occurring, which means this bullet was shot probably after midnight, April 16th. Right, I'm trying to piece together the timeline of events based on very small details. So this bullet, whoever shot this bullet, fired it on April 16th. There was not very much blood on Sholmes. So this was shot at someone who was bleeding. The two people who were shot are Windibank and Sholmes. So this is probably Windibank's blood, and we might be able to use this to demonstrate that Gina, or the bullet was shot outside of that room. Maybe Gina was trying to save Windibank's life, but Windibank is so freaking heavy, he's at least like 100 pounds. Like, maybe Gina was trying to save Windibank, right? Here's the blood, right? Windibank was definitely bleeding. If Windibank was here and the shot here, that must mean Windibank was likely shot outside of the room. Which means you can't simply implicate Gina just because she's in the room with them. That's actually a really important point. Presumably, Mr. Windibank wasn't practicing with his revolver in his spare time. Windibank was shot in the back? I don't remember, maybe. I guess we'll be able to examine the body or look at the autopsy to confirm. Ah, well, Mr. Sholmes likes to practice in his drawing room whenever he can. He's very patriotic like that. Sorry? It's all there in the Adventure of Herlock Sholmes. You remember seeing that? All right. Isn't that right, Iris?
Did I write something like that? Partly in jest, perhaps.
In jest? You mean this is fiction?
Well, he doesn't do it often. It is quite a dangerous pastime.
He doesn't do it often? He shouldn't do it once.
Forget that for now, Ryuno. Let's examine the bullet.
Examine or examine? It's definitely examine, right? What's that around the bullet hole?
Ketchup!
You remember seeing that? Oh, well, I will say this. I believe you, Except 90% of the time, when you guys type information, it's wrong. I'm only kidding, of course, but I will make sure I confirm that. Is it blood? A suspicious red stain on the calendar.
I may be well able to help with that. There is nothing like the sight of blood to get the blood pumping, is there, Runo?
Best to do that. Burn heal. I have a feeling I'm not as blood-minded as you, Iris. I'm afraid the sight of blood makes my blood run cold.
There you have it. See, when it comes to blood, we're all different types.
Wait. Did she just create a way to test blood type?
So you need this.
Oh no, what is that thing?
Hurley and I haven't actually come up with a name for it yet. But as soon as you see a deduction, you'll understand what it does. Die!
Oh god! What the frick? It was actually Relish all along! Oh god! Do you guys remember, like, a long time ago, I don't know if they still do this, but during Halloween, Heinz made green ketchup. And that was the frickin' grossest thing ever. It tasted like normal ketchup, but it was frickin' green. And it's like, something about that was just so gross. The Bobby staring at the bullet. Yes, this is indeed a bullet. This little, she invented green ketchup. She's going to be the successor to Heinz.
There. Does it make sense now?
I think I'm starting to understand.
Good. It works on the principle that different people have different types of blood, you see?
She's the CEO of Heinz. How wonderful.
The chemical in it fires combines with the blood and makes it change color.
Man, the Bobby's going to be like, this does taste like ketchup.
So you can identify whose blood it is you're looking at in a flash.
Flash or flash? I think it's flash. But we can check at Cambridge Dictionary. Flash.
Flash.
What a fabulous invention, Iris. Is there a chemical that can do that? I'm not sure. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. There's lots of chemicals that change colors based on different things, so it's possible. Iris diagnosed me with yellow blood.
Isn't it? Isn't it? I bet Ginny would say it's bleeding grey. It's bleeding grey!
So, whose blood are we looking at then?
Well, all the chemical does is turn the blood a different colour, so... just find someone whose blood turns the same colour and you'll know who it belongs to! Mr. Bobby, can I cut you?
It's more like 2 flashes, really, isn't it? 1 flash or 2. This could well turn out to be a very valuable clue. So we must take note of it in the court record. Blood sample portfolio. Okay. All right, let's bleed. Ugh! Ah!
Your blood is white!
If it's blue blood, the horse is it's a crab. Horseshoe crab. When certain types of chemicals are mixed with blood, it's possible. I mean, I don't know. Like, but what is it combining with? I certainly believe that that's possible with blood types. But maybe, like, the actual blood being, like, belongs to a different person. Maybe, I don't know how it does with blood types. Is she talking about blood type or, like, DNA? Because I don't think their concept of DNA was anywhere close yet. Let's keep testing and adding to the results of the blood analysis portfolio.
As long as I have reagent left, sure.
Can we get more reagent? Can we get more agents? This officer's been staring intently at the wall.
Shh! Keep it down!
Oh, sorry.
There's a major clue just here.
Really? Then we must tell Grexy at once.
But as soon as I report it, I'll be stuck here even longer.
Stuck here? What do you mean?
I haven't been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to relieve me and take over my shift.
Buddy, you need sleep. You need sleep. Sleep is good.
That doesn't stop us from investigating, though, does it?
No, I suppose not. I'm fairly sure it was the calendar. It's a good thing I've already investigated that! Hello, sir. The police are scouring every inch of this case. This place.
Instructions from the yard are to examine every article in the shop and every ledger of book accounts.
Hey, how's it going, guy? Every article? That's a ridiculous amount of work!
We've been on at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through it all. In shifts at least, but still. We've been working through the night, that's for sure. And we'll even barely scratch the surface.
A crime in a pawnbroker's. Must be every policeman's worst nightmare.
It's every copper's worst nightmare, you know. A crime in a pawnbroker.
Well, he was right. For once, the NPC read my mind. You know, do you know what this reminds me of? You guys ever play I Spy? You know, have you ever guys read, like, the I Spy books? I freaking loved those books, man. They kept me busy at, like, restaurants all the time. Like when I was, like, super, like, Mom, I want to do something, my mom would just put an I Spy book in front of me, and I'd be like, oh, there's the needle. There's the thread. Check the floor. Okay, yeah, I definitely will. Back in elementary, I know, right? I freaking love those books.
These shelves are where the pawnbroker puts the articles that have been forfeited on display for customers to buy.
It's a really strange miscellany. Miscellany? Is that a word? Miscellaneous is like various things. Miscellany, is that like a group of various things? I didn't know that was a word. I mean, who would buy this horse statue?
Well, sometimes you can find real treasures among all the junk, you know?
That also didn't... Some of them... That's true. Some of them were really freaky.
Are you alright, Bruno?
It's just... Well... Looks like a collection of useless junk as a whole, but when you pick out things individually, you can't help but wishing you owned them. Even that horse statue.
That's exactly how the pawnbroker works. They're very clever.
Well, that was nothing. There's the horse statue. I plan on playing the Apollo Justice series since it released semi-recently. I will. Probably not immediately, but soon. It is a strange contraption that lets you see pictures as if they're right in front of... No, it doesn't! It doesn't work! I have tried covering my eyes. I have tried looking at it cross-eyed. I have tried rotating the screen. It doesn't freaking work. Stop that. It makes you think. What Mr. Sholmes gleefully showed us yesterday. We were blissfully unaware that anything was about to happen. But it does have juror number 2. That is correct, Bowser. And as you know, we stand juror number 2 here. They call it the Apollo trilogy, even though Phoenix is the main... That's actually really funny. Here, I still remember we have to check the floor. Don't worry. I'm fairly sure this contraption was here yesterday as well. Here we are. I'm not confident I can close it again.
Oh, yes. That's a folding stereoscope. We can steal it if we want, because the owner's dead.
Really? This is a stereoscope? Mr. Sholmes showed us a picture yesterday that you... Oh! Stereoscopes are the things where supposedly you look at juror number 2 and you see her right in front of your eyes, but I can't frickin' see it because it doesn't work! But for that, he used the great big contraption over there. I want to see juror number 2 every day.
Well, that's for use in public houses and places like that. It contains a carousel with all sorts of pictures inside. But this little thing is much a simpler design for use at home. There are special shops selling prints you can use in them. I have a little collection myself.
I wonder if I can make money out of these in Japan. Maybe like, it would beat keeping my toilet sparkling. What? What is that comparison? I'd rather make money by selling pictures than clean my toilet. Oh, the music box. Oh, right. Wasn't this whole thing due to a music box thing? Do we have the music box disc? Blood sample portfolio. Oh, we should investigate this. Pawnbroker's ticket. I guess we don't, huh? Okay, so this was deposited on February 13th. One small box. Who gave this to us? I don't remember. A redemption ticket. One small box. Was it, what's her face? It might have been Gina who gave it to us. I think. Yeah, she's like, take this to remember me by, and I'm like, what the frick? And there's also a cat in the back. Mr. Windibank appears to have used the back of this photograph to write out a redemption ticket. He's written it very neatly, but still. Perhaps he ran out of paper, so he had to use anything on hand. It's hard to know what's on the front, what's the front and what's the reverse now. And this cat here. This is a cat! I am a cat! Waga hai wa neko de aru. I think it looks a little like Waga hai! Hey! I always thought cats like to curl up inside under the heated kotatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are built different. British cats are built different. Whose signature is that? I think it's Windibank's signature. Let me check, actually. Let me check. Well, it's 3 balls. The 3 balls is the pawnbroker, so I'm assuming it's Windibank's. Anyway, we need to check the floor next. Here. Well, we can't check the floor, but I think it's the desk next to it, maybe. There's an article ledger here and Mr. Windibank's notes and... Huh? Hey! The cat's back! What's this? It looks like someone's left a little photographic print behind. Look on the back! There's some writing.
Is there? Oh, show us, Susie! Show us!
Oh, hey, wait, hold up. February 15th, 10:30 p.m. Article deposited, one gentleman's overcoat. Okay, so this confirms 2 things. 1, there's blood on this thing. 2, oh wait, so this is the thing that, what's her face? Redeemed. Gina redeemed. It's the April 15th, one gentleman's overcoat. And then there's a bloody fingerprint on it. And also, I think there was a cat on the back. Loan amount paid, £1. Redemption. 15th April, 10:30 p.m. Gentleman's overcoat. clearly was a very fine coat. In fact, I think...
Yes, this must be the ticket for the overcoat that Ginny redeemed yesterday.
Is that from where Benedict cut his finger with the disc? That's a good question, right? Because I don't think they did anything with the ticket. Gina would have already turned in the ticket if she had the coat, right? So that's an interesting question, right? If we know that he cut himself on his finger on the spinning disc, right? But did he touch the postcard? Right? If he touched the postcard, it might be his. If he didn't touch the postcard, it could be someone else's. So right now, there's two possibilities of whose blood this is. I think... it's possible... You like how someone pawned a crocodile? Did someone pawn a crocodile? Oh, is that at the very top corner? Okay, so I think the two people whose blood that possibly could be is Eggs Benedict, or the second person who, this is kind of stretching here, but you know, I want to consider all possibilities. Another person who's not pictured here is Thrice Fired Mason. We know Thrice Fired Mason died, and the coat was pawned, and the two people who... And the person who took the ticket was Gina, who had blood on her hands at the time. So it was very possible that this is also Thrice Fired Mason's. So it's either Eggs Benedict or Thrice Fired Mason, who I am theorizing are related. But that's just a random theory. And still wearing, which belonged to Mr. McGilded. I would never have expected the redemption ticket to be handwritten on the back of the photograph, though.
It seems Mr. Winterbank just used whatever piece of paper he happened to have on hand.
No, I think he always writes it on this photograph. He always takes the cat photo and uses it as... Is that like his calling card? Well, there's a photograph of a cat. Looks familiar. I'm sure I've seen this exact same picture somewhere.
Oh, yes, you're right. Very recently. It's the same as the one Ginny gave us earlier.
Of course! I literally pulled it out like half a second ago! What are you waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo? Get it out! Alright, let the cogs turn. They're not the same! They are slightly different. You can see the cat is facing in a slightly different direction. And that means these are pictures for a stereoscope that doesn't work! Ah! But regardless, for some reason, with every pawn, you get a cute little picture.
Hee, I've got it! These two photographs hide an amazing secret!
Random rage compilations. A secret? What does she mean? You must tell us, Iris, at once!
Hee, do you really want to know?
The skull... Oh my god, it's a skull mug. You're right. Man, my boy Winterbanks drinks from the skulls of his enemies. Yes, we need you to tell us about this pair of photographs. Go on.
I know something that you don't.
Iris, about the two photographic prints. The ones we found here on Winterbank's counter, and the one Gina gave us. What is this amazing secret you mentioned that's hidden between these two identical prints? How's it going, Boom?
Actually, that's not quite right.
Sorry?
If you look carefully, the two prints aren't exactly the same. Not exactly.
They're not? Hey, how's it going, Mystery? So, Iggs Benedict, as we call him, was an unchanged name. He was actually Iggs. I hope your day gets better, Boom.
Have another look at them now.
I don't get it, I'm dumb.
Can you see they're just slightly different from each other?
I think so. Very subtle. But what's the reason for the subtle difference? It's literally just Egg Benedict.
Well, it's because they're set, you see.
No, I don't.
This pair of photographs is meant to be used in a stereoscope. Everyone in London is raving about them at the moment.
Stereoscope. Yay. Oh, yeah! It's what Mr. Sholmes showed us yesterday, and I remember everything about Mr. Sholmes. You see? Over there! It's over there! Yes, of course, I remember, because juror number 2 was there. Girl. Munching on some chips? What type of chips?
Well, actually, it's quite possible to see the same depth of pictures even without seeing one of those contraptions.
What, really?
Do you know how a pair of flat photographic prints can appear to have any depth in the first place?
I have no idea.
Oh, wonderful. Then I'll be able to tell you.
She's over the moon. Bless her. Oh, bless her little heart. Chili lime. Chili lime's a good flavor. Although they don't really have that many of them in America. Should we let her explain? We need to carry on investigating. I, for one, simply have to know! Okay. How do they work?
Have you ever considered, Bruno, how our eyes see depth in the world around us?
Yes, because we have 2 eyes. Well, I just opened them and it works.
But the reason it works is because we have 2 eyes!
I'm as smart as a 10-year-old. Yeah! This part's goofy. Wait, the original name's Magnus McGilda was Konsi Megundo. I'm sure that's a Japanese pun. 2 eyes. Shocking.
If you try closing one eye at a time, I think you'll see straight away. What you see with your left eye, and what you see with your right eye.
Water is made of carbon and hydrogen. My...
are ever so slightly different. You get a view with each one.
Yes, the position of objects seems to shift slightly. Did you guys ever play that game as a kid where you would like close one eye and then close the other and like see things disappear and reappear? I always played that game with myself.
Exactly. And your head, your brain, and in your head, your brain uses that shift to estimate depth and merges the 2 views into one. That's how we can sense depth across everything we see.
My brain's amazing, isn't it? No, your brain is pathetic. Iris's brain is amazing. Although, sometimes her brain is dumb too. It does so much without telling me. I see. So the pair of photographs consists of a left eye view and a right eye view. Isn't that right?
Oh, well done, Susie. You get a gold star. brain to merge the two pictures.
Oh, so if you could persuade your brain to merge the two pictures together in your head, you'd be able to see depth? Thanks for coming, Mystery.
Yes, Reno, you're beginning to believe. And the stereoscopes.
And a stereoscope's function is to act as your brain and to allow you to do that.
Yes, but
Naruhodo.
as long as you have two images, two eyes, and one brain, you can actually do it yourself without needing a stereoscope at all.
You can? Really? Alright, how do you do it?
Let's try it. Let's see if you can view this pair of prints without the help of stereoscope.
Oh, yes, I'm dying to have a go. Susato really loves this kind of thing, huh?
You need to be able to cross your eyes. That's the main thing. Can you both do that?
Cross my eyes? I think I can.
Watch me and see if you can copy.
Oh, Iris, you precious little gremlin! You precious little gremlin! I love her! I love this girl! I love her! I love her so much! What a little gremlin! Hey, how's it going, Arcade? Yes, cross your eyes. All right, let me try. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo? Can we just stay on the screen for the rest of the stream? Oh, I love this. I love this freaking.
Wonderful. Now it's your turn, Runo.
The trick is to concentrate on looking at the bridge of your nose with both eyes. Not exactly an easy task when two people are staring at me like this. They look so dumb.
That's all right. That's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the.
Wait, let me try. Am I doing it? Am I doing it? All right, focus, focus, focus. Whew, whew, that's hard. Okay, one more time. One more time. One more time. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Wait, hold on. Let me go reverse mode. For some reason, prime hypothesis is still there. Hold on, let me remove that. Okay. Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? This is really hard. It looks like I did a bit. Okay. This is really hard. Saw it for a little bit. Okay.
All right. Now let's enough practice. Now let's try looking at the prints.
It's really easy for you? Well, that's because you're dumb, and only dumb people are cross-eyed. Did your parents ever tell you that if you try to go cross-eyed, you will get stuck like that? Did your parents ever tell you that? Because my parents always told me that. They're like, don't look cross-eyed because if you stay cross-eyed too much, your eyes will get stuck cross-eyed forever. And so I never did that. I can double check in the bot. It's okay. The one way I know how to do it is to put my finger in front of my my face and then focus on that. But I can't do it without that. Like I can do it like this. I can do it like this. All right, ready? If I put my finger right here, I can do it like that. But I can't do it if I don't have anything in front of me.
Start by staring at one print and slowly crossing your eyes. You should see two overlapping images like this.
I say focus on the tip of my... The problem is when I focus on the tip of my nose, I end up looking down.
You try it now, Ryuno.
I'm just gonna have to give it a try, I suppose. Okay.
Did the print split into two images for you? Now then, the last step.
Oh, I skipped step 2. Yeah, when I do it, my eyes hurt.
Is to try to put the pair of prints side by side like this and cross your eyes again. The prints should slowly merge together until... they form into a new single image in the center.
Oh, yes! Mr. Naruhodo, it works! I can see it in the middle! It feels like I'm losing brain cells. It does. I feel really dumb when I'm doing it. It looks... It looks real, but you look like an idiot while you're doing it. I wouldn't advise that. Your eyes might start to hurt.
Your turn, Ryuno.
Okay, maybe if I can do the finger trick. Okay. Okay, I'll put this finger on this. No. No, not here. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Alright, let's try to put a thumb right here. Okay, I'll put the thumb. Okay, the thumb is under each cat from my... Like, this view is here and this view is here. Okay. Now we'll go. Come on, come on. Almost got it, almost got it. Okay, okay, one more time, one more time. Oh, I have to straighten my head, straighten my head. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my freaking, oh whoa! Whoa, I got it for like a quarter of a second! Oh my... Why does anyone care about this? But I cannot do it without the thumb or the finger. Come on. Let me see if I can do it without the finger. No, I can't. I definitely can't. This used to be big in the 1900s. I would rather have the thing with my eye thing like this so I don't have to, like, actually work to cross my eyes and stuff like that. I cannot do it. I cannot do it normally. I cannot do it with just crossing. I need the frickin' machine, okay? Give me the frickin' machine. Like, is this it?
There, you managed it. So now you know how stereoscopic images work.
Stereoscopic or stereoscopic? It's probably scopic. Well, I don't know who discovered it, but it's really quite extraordinary. My eyes hurt.
So what do you think of these stereoscopic prints then, Runo?
They're certainly amazing, but it isn't easy to get the knack of viewing them properly. You need to see how Naruhodo looks. He probably looks like an idiot, like everyone else. Actually, Naruhodo's probably the biggest idiot of them all.
No, some people find it easier than others. But that's why contraptions like this exist, for people who find it tricky. Or dumb people like you, Runo!
I recognize that. We saw it over there, didn't we? If I remember correctly, you press the knob here. Click. Hee. And set a pair of photographs on the stand at the back. It's still amazing, even though I know roughly how it works.
Well, London seems to agree with you. Stereoscopes are very popular at the moment. You can find one of these folding contraptions in lots of households in the capital currently.
But if these little machines are so affordable, surely there's no need to go around staring cross-eyed at pictures like you hate them.
But it's much more satisfying to be able to see the effect with your own eyes. Well, I think so in any case. Maybe a dumb person would disagree.
The 10-year-old is bullying me. Stereoscopic pictures. Never heard of them until yesterday. Well, certainly learned a lot about them, but I wonder if it's knowledge that I'll never ever actually need. This is going to be used as evidence, isn't it? Actually, if we use the stereoscope, we can better understand how the scene of the crime changed. I swear to God, if they pull some crap like that. In the 3D versions, characters were a lot more orange. For example, Strongheart had a tan. Wait, really? That's funny. Alright, we've talked to this dude, talked to that dude. Music box.
That's a music box.
What do you miss? You missed a lot of people being stupid and cross-eyed.
Do you have them where you're from, Runo?
Yeah, but never seen one this big.
Oh, well, this will be a treat. Shall we have a listen? What do you think? Isn't it a pretty sound?
It's a beautiful sound, yes, but a little hard to enjoy when all the policemen in the room are giving you fierce look. The police are so, like, ballet dancing right now.
Never mind that. If any of them say anything, I'll tell Gregsy to have a word.
Iris Wilson, Superintendent of Scotland Yard. She really is, at this point. She literally holds, like, the chief of police in, like, the palm of her hand. Ballet dancing while giving us cold stare. We have more things to investigate on the desk, it looks like. That ledger's open to the counter there. On the counter there. It's enormous. Must be an awful lot of work to keep track of these hundreds of items. It's too much to think about. Better to sell it all and have a clean head. I agree with that. But stockbrokers will disagree because they're constantly trading and selling. But clearly, Mr. Windibank was very careful. I could never do a job in stock because that would just kill me. Like, keeping track of like a million things at once, I could never do it. Oh, nothing. Oh, it looks like this is like the glass from that. Oh, we should check the door as well, but first let's continue looking around. Yeah, I don't think we can click on the floor where the glass is broken, unfortunately. The skull hat, maybe? Not the skull hat, the skull, cup. No. We should go to the door. Here we go.
Behind that door is the storeroom, isn't it? That's what Gracie said.
It's okay, Susato. Yeah, that's where I saw that dreadful scene last night. Through the little window in the door. Why does a storeroom need a window? Yeah, he was shot in the back. Good call, Kiyoma. Aww. Gina looks so pretty with her braid. We never actually see her braids because she has a hat on always. Mr. Windibank face down on the floor with Gina beside him. And the accused legal representation. As the accused legal representation, you have the right to examine the scene, Mr. Naruhodo. We must make a thorough investigation. Of course, and we will. Behind that door, that's the real scene of the crime.
Don't I look cute in my goggles?
Alright, but first, I think we picked up the other thing. Right, this is the one with the blood on it, I think. Yeah, the blood. Mr. Naruhodo, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's something rather troubling here. I have noticed. The red smear. Oh, the red smear, you mean? It looks like blood, doesn't it? I wondered if Susato-san had picked up on that. Well, in that case... Yes, we need Iris. We should show this to her before we forget. Oh, I guess we have to, give it to her. Alright, what color will this one be? I say... this color will be... turquoise. Show us some turquoise blood, girl. Oh. Yeah. Show it to Iris, show it to Iris. Can we show it to Iris? Oh, present is not examined.
Oh, that looks like blood! Hooray!
I would say it's from a gloved finger. Almost certainly glove made of leather. Did Windibanks wear gloves? Did what's-his-face? What about, what's-his-face? Oh! So it couldn't be Egbert! This couldn't be Egbert's hand! Because if Egbert cut himself on the music wheel, there's no way he would have been wearing gloves. Which means if this is a gloved finger, it wouldn't have been from Gina either. Egbert did have, but then how did he cut his finger? It's possible he had blood on his finger, but when he would have put on his glove, the blood wouldn't be there anymore. So it's unlikely that he was bleeding and then he put on his glove and then the blood smeared onto his glove. I don't think that's possible. Okay, so my theory changes a bit. It could be Windibank. I don't remember if he wears gloves. I should have paid more attention. But the one person I do know who wears gloves is Magnus McGilded. And I remember there was blood on his glove. So this is very possible to be Thrice Mason's blood.
Don't worry, Ryuno. You can leave the rest to me. Die!
turquoise. Dang it, it's purple. Although purple is my favorite color. Look at that.
Yes, it's a color we haven't seen before. I've never seen the color purple before.
We'll add it to the portfolio of blood samples. Will this evidence hold in court? Although, it would be nice to find out whose blood these different colors are. Well, this particular stain of blood...
You've had an idea, haven't you? Do you know whose blood this is?
I think I do. I have an idea whose blood it is. Not from the color it turned, but with a little deduction.
That's right. I think it's clear.
Wait, Iris already knows? What the frick? I only half know. Iris, you know as well?
Well, obviously. Aren't you stupid?
Alright, I believe this is the blood of... Thrice fired Mason. Thrice fired Mason?
You don't sound very sure of yourself by the way you trailed off there.
Well, it was 2 months ago now, that case. And of course, I never met the victim, so I'm struggling to remember his name. He was definitely thrice fired, though.
The victim of the omnibus case? Yes, his name was indeed Mr. Thrice Fired Mason. But that would mean this bloodstain was left on the ticket 2 months ago.
Egbert did wear gloves when he appeared? Oh, I see. But then how did he cut his thumb? Maybe he took him off when he was fight. He took him off specifically to fight Gina. All right, little twerp, the gloves are off. Gina brought this ticket here to Windibanks yesterday. I'm suggesting that the bloodstain was already on it at the time.
So, it's a smear of blood from the time that Mr. Mason was killed 2 months ago. Something else is coming back to me now. Mr. McGilded was also wearing leather gloves that night.
Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a bleeding fella with his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man me lucky charms! It certainly does look like a leather glove thumbprint. Yeah, and if you guys saw the image that popped up like for half a second, there was blood on his thumb, conveniently. But we know that Mr. McGilded had no injuries at the time anywhere on his body, from which we can conclude that any blood on the glove belonged to the victim.
Mr. Naruhodo, you sounded just like Mr.
No, please do never say that to me ever again. Minus the quirky slip-ups, I hope.
Yes, I think you're right, Ryuno. Very well. Let's make a note of this.
The details of the pawnbroker's ticket for the coat have been updated into the court record. She meant it as a compliment. Well, that's like saying, like, I would never go out with you if I didn't already know you. But since I know you, I'll absolutely go out with you. That's like the most backhanded compliment. What? I love this music. The blood has been identified. Has it actually been identified, or is it just theorized? All right, so we got green, we got purple. We don't know who green is. This is likely Windibank. Possibly Windibank. Maybe it's Windibank. It could be the two thugs. But Nobody shot at the two thugs, did they? I remember there was like a... I remember the silhouettes. I guess we have to move. Ah, there. Storeroom. Yeah.
We could linger here a little longer, I think.
Hopefully we get to see Eggy Cha-Cha again. 16th of April. Winterbank storeroom. Can we just take whatever we want from here now that he's dead? I called dibs on the bike. Poor Iris. She's clammed up completely. I mean, she is 10. Walking into a murder scene. This is like when we took frickin' Pearl to, like, the nightmare of the circus. Right, this is when, like, Pearl had to deal with the fact that her cousin was kidnapped. Murdered Sholmes in cold blood, but fabulously. You called dibs on any coats. Iris is bound to find this difficult. After all, Mr. Winterbank's life was taken in this room last night.
Oh, look, blood!
Hey, Gregsy, help out your ladyship. Or, I guess, our ladyship. Wait, Inspector!
What is it now, sunshine? I need to finish my fish and chips.
You took one look at me and tried to run away.
You think a Scotland Yard inspector would run away from some jumped-up little defense lawyer? Man! Well, I've never seen her ladyship looking like that before, this thing. I didn't know what to say to her.
So you weren't just running away. You were running away from a 10-year-old. Do links with... I don't think they do. I'm afraid this is all a little too much for young Iris. Some gentle reassurance might go a long way, perhaps, Inspector.
I'm not good with kids. See?
Hey, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Gregson seems like the person who's unintentionally really good with kids. Like, he hates kids, but kids love him anyway. He's like the kind of guy who would, like, push a kid, like, off the sidewalk. The kid would fall down and he's like, do it again, Gregsy! You're gonna post Tan Strong art. We'll look it up after the stream. So, like Maki? Yeah, kind of like Maki.
Don't trouble yourself unduly, your ladyship. I mean, at least you're not dead, are you?
Good try. Good try. I don't think that went very well.
Look, I'm in the middle of the investigation here, sunshine. I told you not to get under my feet.
And we have investigating to do ourselves. Yeah. I'd like to hear more about what this socially inept inspector has to say. The miniature ship. Oh, that is pretty cool.
Oh, hi.
And inquire on how Mr. Sholmes' operation is going. Oh, she's afraid of Hurley. She's afraid for Hurley. Gregsy. Okay, let's see. Oh, not converse. Let's see what you have to say, buddy. The scene of the crime. So, Inspector, what do you make of the crime scene?
Sure, you got eyes, haven't you? Use them, eh? It is what it looks like, nothing more, nothing less.
Iris, could you lend me a hand?
So, Gregsy, what do you make of the crime scene here?
Oh, yes, your ladyship. Do allow me to humbly explain. Wait, why did she respond to you? Last night, shortly after the hour of 1 o'clock in the morning, Scotland.
Oh yeah, it really was around 1 o'clock, huh? Yeah, good call again, Kyoba. Also, I noticed, did you guys notice in his hat there's a little, like, notebook?
Scotland Yard police attended the scene. The one and only door in the storeroom was found locked from the inside.
You give Herlock Sholmes a 42% chance of survival. I mean, medicine was awful. It was locked from the inside. The lock appears to be broken now, though. Was that the police officers doing?
Quite right, ma'am. Quite right. We took the liberty of smashing the door in as humbly as possible.
Oh,
As you can see, the victim was discovered prostrate on the floor, and thuswise. And next to the aforementioned body, we discovered the vile gutter child.
Are you talking about Ginny? She's my friend, you know, Inspector!
You need some new friends, girl. Miss Lestrade, the hapless girl was curled up on the floor, dead to the world.
she's still alive, you know. Yeah, when I saw her, she appeared to be unconscious.
I'm afraid to say she had the gun. She had the gun that was used in her hand.
No!
Wait, she had a gun? Presumably it's the gun that's down there. How do you know that? Do you have ballistic marks? Do they know what ballistic marks are?
In her pocket, we found a key to the door as well.
What? The key to the storeroom?
And you say the storeroom's been locked from the inside, Inspector? Am I tripping, or is the gun comically large? It is very large.
Correct. All of which leaves her ladyship's friend. In something of a sticky situation, I'm afraid. Meh.
Iris, make sure Greg C does something terrible in the next Herlock Sholmes.
Obviously, my personal opinion is that it's all some sort of misunderstanding.
Of course it is, Inspector. Of course. Looks like the great Inspector Gregson might accidentally screw up the next case, and maybe Sholmes is going to have to come to the rescue. Isn't that right, Iris? Iris, so why don't you write that down in your draft?
Gregsy, do you know anything about Hurley? Is the operation finished? Is Hurley all right? Is he?
Well, yeah, the thing is... Don't mince your words, Inspector! Please!
You don't mean to say that Mr. Sholmes is...
No, the operation's done and dusted. It's just, well, Yes, ma'am! They here's something called a general anesthetic. It's the latest thing, renders the whole body insensitive.
The whole body? Oh, can you imagine having surgery before anesthesia? Oh my god, what a nightmare. Oh my freaking god. I am glad I didn't grow up in that era.
I mean, the operation can be completed while the patient is fast asleep.
Goodness, in the Empire of Japan, we can just manage to provide laughing gas for a tooth extraction. Anesthesia awareness. Everyone be grateful for anesthesia.
The thing is, the latest thing isn't always the greatest thing, if you follow my meaning. They couldn't get the medication to work at first, so it took hours for him to nut off, or so I hear. And now that the op's finished, they can't get him back up. They can't get him to wake up, apparently.
Oh my.
No one knows if the anesthetic's still in the system or the bloke's just plain exhausted.
Because he drank extra coffee.
But anyway, all they can do is stand back and watch until he comes around.
Harry?
The moment you open your eyes, Her Ladyship, I swear I'll get my word to you. Mancy!
Even in matters of life and death, Mr. Sholmes has to do things his way. You read about someone in surgery in 2020 where the surgeon didn't administer it correctly and he was suffering the entire time and couldn't even say anything. Well, that's another thing to add to my nightmares. Thanks. I think that rarely ever happens nowadays, though. I highly doubt it was in a very, very, very high level, it was probably done in a very, like, low level thing, like a place where healthcare isn't very good. I don't know for sure, but I would think that's the case. All right, blood. The police have marked the position of the body in the chalk line.
Oh, Mr. Windbank. He was a nice old man.
Well, he was shot just once through the heart. Most likely the fellow died instantly. He wouldn't have felt a thing.
God, just trying to take him away, and Hoshold was like, sorry, I have to do this right quick. Please don't kill me yet. Give me 5 minutes. Come on, Iris. We need your help. This must be his blood, then. I don't like to ask at such a wretched time, Iris, but...
Don't worry, Susie. My goggles are hiding my tears.
Blue! Do we have blue? So now we know the color the chemical turns.
And it doesn't match our analysis of the blood stain we found in the main shop.
No, but let's add this sample to the others. Alright, so let me check that quickly. Alright, let's check this. Alright, so this is green, so that's not Windibank. It could be Sholmes now that we know it's not Windibank. I still don't think it's Windibank. It could be another person's blood. Who is bleeding? Sholmes, Windibank, Mason. Gina didn't have any wounds, I don't think. The surgery was in St. Charles County, Missouri. I don't know anything about their healthcare there. But thrice-fired Masons, Windibank, and then this one is unknown. We have... Oh, we know thrice-fired Mason, which is not it. We know Windibank, it's not it. This could be Sholmes. It's probably not Gina. I know it's not mine. Could be another third party. So it's either Sholmes or someone else. We're not sure yet. Although I don't think it's Sholmes, which seems to imply that someone else was here. But, so it could have been either the two thugs or maybe someone else. I'm not sure if the thugs got shot. Maybe Windibank shot them? Maybe Gina shot them? Alright. It's not clear. But as far as we know, this is from someone who isn't in, let's just say, on our side. Which means it's the two thugs or some other person who is... But why would another person be here? I don't know. But why wouldn't there? We only saw two people. There could have been more. But one of those thug blokes. Yeah, do we know what the thugs look like? We don't. Imagine it's actually an animal. It's just some bird. Look at these articles that must have been deposited. The room is full of them.
I can't believe how many there are.
A bicycle, a gramophone, musical instruments, even some enormous paintings. Pieces of different people's lives, quietly gathering dust. There's something very peaceful about this atmosphere. If it's dusty, I don't think it's peaceful. I think you're dying. Or at least there would be, if not for the chalk outline and the policeman.
Man, you say something? Why, see?
Gramophone. Here's the chest. Now all the articles in the storeroom is the only thing that shows any sign of being ransacked. Ah! What is it, Iris?
That's the box file my manuscript was being kept in.
That was Gina. I think it was Gina who opened that. It must have been Gina trying to get in there. Because I remember she was saying she wanted to prove to Iris that all adults are liars. Iris's unpublished story. We should check inside. Is it in there? Surely that's not what all this... Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling ya. We must check inside the box at once.
Yes.
Oh, look at how little Iris is. Oh, I love this girl. Is it there? It was there. Iris's story was there. So we have proven that Sholmes is not a liar. Now we just have an entire murder case on our hands. Really, it was? Well, that's good news, isn't it, Iris?
Yes. I mean, of course. I believed Hurley when he said he deposited it here, but still. It's a relief to actually see it.
Really? Because that's not a very well-hidden frown. Well, Iris isn't a genius at acting, at least. Okay, long manuscript. We have to investigate that. Sorry, Iris, we gotta read the manuscript. There's a gun here. I'm not gonna click on it, because first we gotta check the manuscript. Examine. Iris Wills. Oh, look, she even signs her name with a heart! I can't find anything. You find Iris's name and you show respect to her. Here we got this Hound of the Baskervilles. The Hound of the Baskervilles? How did Susato know the exact title of this story? Susato? Susato? I suppose I'll just have to wait until she's ready to explain it. Women! God! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No! No, don't apologize. Now I feel awful. Oh, there's literally nothing we can click on. Anything else? Gun. This is a revolver. A real nice one. And quite possibly the murder weapon used to take Mr. Woodbank's life.
What's the matter, Susie? You and Reno look like you're about to faint.
Well, it's just that I've rarely seen a gun in the flesh. Can you say that? A gun in the flesh? Doesn't in the flesh only imply, like, living things? I've never met you in the flesh, right? But I've never seen a gun in the flesh? Is it like... I don't know, it's weird, man. And I've had issues with guns in the past. A living gun. Sure. Wait, did we have a... Oh, right, yeah, the gun from the very first case. But anyway, we saw Mr. Windibank use this yesterday. Wait, is this the gun? Did he shoot himself? No, he did. He couldn't have. He shot himself in the back. He would have shot himself in the back. It's that freaking gun. But I should have to take my own life. Must be the same gun. And last night, when I looked through the spy hole in the door to the storeroom here, that was the same gun I saw in Gina's hand. Her hair is actually very pretty. I wish she wouldn't, like, what is it? Like, obviously, she's a pickpocket, but, you know, I wish she could, you know, we're gonna buy her a whole new set of clothes. You know, she's gonna look nice. She's not gonna have, like, pants that are, like, 7 sizes too small. I want my girl, Gina, to be treated like a pretty princess, okay? Is that too much to ask? Okay, is it too much for there to be a princess walking around going, "Oi! Oi! Come here, you bloke!" Mr. Windibank told us he only ever had a single bullet loaded. Wrong target. I know, right? Are those movies on tapes? Yeah, I think those are like those are fancy moving pictures, I think. That's the Princess Diary. Is that? I don't remember the Princess Diary. But all I know is that I would love to see what's her name? Gina as a pretty princess, because she deserves to be a princess.
Well, it's empty now. The one and only bullet from the gun has been fired.
So we can be fairly certain that only a single shot was fired from this revolver. Can we? I guess we can. I think that's it for this area. Alright, let's check this one more time. You okay, Iris?
Don't worry, I'm alright. But we must find the true culprit.
Yes, absolutely. Alright, so I guess this is it for this area. Why don't we investigate Baker Street? Not this. Not that. Let's see. We can head to Lord Chief Justice's. I don't think there's a point of doing that. Let's head to Baker Street. Hey, look! It's a copper. There's still a Scotland Yard carriage outside Windibank's.
I never imagined we'd be investigating a case so close to home.
Poor Iris. She's still upset. I'm sorry. I was there. I should have done more. It's a low poly horse. Shut up. It's a donkey and it's beautiful.
None of this is your fault, Bruno. So please, don't apologize.
But
It's the criminals who are to blame for this. So let's murder them!
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Nothing here. Hold on, I never said low poly equals ugly. Well, I'm projecting. Haunts. It's already been 2 months since we moved here. Still can't quite believe it. Things would have never been the same if I never expected things would turn out like this.
When Hurley comes back home, let's have a big party.
That's a great idea. I'm sure it won't be long. Mr. Sholmes is very tough and very dumb. It's a horse. Horsey Twinsby, get out!
Yes.
That's it for this area. Alright, well... Alright. So... If we can't figure out what to do next, we'll probably have to present some stuff to people. Let's head to prison. Oh. Is she here? Local prison. Gina doesn't appear to be here. I believe she must be in questioning at the moment.
Oh, but wait a minute.
What is it, Iris?
Well, if you examine the scene here carefully, there's another possibility, isn't there? Ginny could have slipped the key from the jailer when he wasn't looking and escaped!
Oh my... Why would she do something like that? It would make her situation worse!
Because she's an idiot! Calm down, Runo. I was only joking.
Oh. Yeah, me worried there. I thought it was a great deduction. It must be your way with words, Iris. You're very persuasive. She's 10. That's how that's why it's persuasive. Perhaps you don't fully understand the weight your words carry. Are we about to lecture her?
Oh, dear. I'm sorry. I suppose a light-hearted great detective is a contradiction in terms.
Well, in the same situation, I'm sure Mr. Sholmes would have just thrown his head back and guffawed. Oh, you silly Naruhodo. I'm not entirely sure that's helpful, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, anyway, looks like there's no point in being here.
Yes, come along then, Runo. Come along, Susie.
Oh, this is sad music. We should check in on Sholmes. No, I don't think there's anything here. Sholmes. Sholmes, you here? Sholmes, you here? Sholmes, are you here? Sholmes, are you there? Sholmes, are you here? There, here. Lord Chief Justice? There is no point in being here, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think, but I'll investigate this area once we finish. Will the clock be relevant? Just in case.
I love clocks and their mechanics, don't you? The way they get hundreds of pieces to fit together and work as one to move the hands of a single timepiece.
I can imagine clocks are just your cup of tea.
When I was little, I used to dream of one day living inside a clock, you know?
Wait, what? You must have been envious of the Lord Chief Justice of having his office in a place like this.
No, not really.
Oh?
Well, I mean, that's a dream for when you're little. It'd be silly now.
You're 10! You're 10! Lord Strongheart, hear you like talking like that? The suit of armor, maybe? And those giant suits of armor are still facing each other menacingly across the room.
I just can't understand why anyone would wear things like this in battle. They must be so heavy.
I expect you'd invent some special lightweight suit if it was down to you, wouldn't you, Iris?
I think if it was me, I'd invent a world where people don't need to fight each other in the first place.
She's a genius, but she's also a kid, and she still believes in ideals. Whereas in reality, we all know we just gotta kill each other. Iris, you're a champion. A child, but a champion.
Well, what do you think? That was a model answer, wasn't it?
She's 10. She's 10. And she's leading you around.
I love war! Murder is fun!
I don't think there's anything around here. Probably not. Examine. No, don't. Oh, fine. I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find any. Thank you, Naruhodo. Move. We've investigated. I mean, might as well just check here just in case. I'm pretty sure this is just Susato, and we can chat with her. Or not. Baker Street, Window Bank, Management Showroom. Alright, so let's head back here. There are a few things we probably want to present to people.
Oh, my manuscript.
Mr. Sholmes said he deposited it at Windobanks and he had.
But it's so strange. What is it about this particular story? I worked so hard on it. Why would Hurley say I can't publish it?
I'm afraid I have no idea. All he can do is wait until he's ready to tell you, I suppose.
Oh, maybe it's because Hurley isn't in it enough. Maybe I didn't give him enough good lines.
Maybe. I mean, to be fair, with Sholmes, that is a possibility. I wish I could say that definitely isn't the reason, but I can't. Well, that was worth it regardless. Okay, pawnbroker's ticket, blood samples, Gina's representation. Is there anything else to investigate in this area? We've investigated the music box. Desk, floor, no, here, not here, not here. The shelf, we investigated this. Here, we investigated that, investigated this, investigated... Oh, can we do this again? Green blood. It just seems wrong.
Oh, there are all sorts of different colors. There are pretty pinks and purples too, you know. Like I said, everybody's blood is different. Let's see your blood, Naruhodo!
I wonder what color my blood... Actually, I don't want to know. Good choice. Alright, alright. Well, is there anything else we want to present to anyone? We got pawnbroker's ticket, representation, blood sample, pawnbroker's ticket. Let's head to Gregsy. First, let's do a quick examine. There, bicycle, there. We got the gun, we got this blood stain, we got all of this right here, we've got this over here, we got this, and 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 this. Alright, let's see if we can present some things. Maybe the pawnbroker's ticket? Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this?
Man, I'm not that smart. See?
In that case, Gregsy, how about some herbal tea?
Ah, glug, see? Man. Lovely. The very much. I really had to spot your ladyship.
You don't mind sharing that, then? Alright, well, you guys stare at Gregsy. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back. I'm also got to turn off the air conditioner because it's getting cold. Hello, governor. Hello, governor. I'm back. Anyway. We have to figure out what we need to do next. So I think we've investigated most of the crime scene. We can't talk to Gina right now. We can't talk to Sholmes. Maybe we have to present something to Gregsy. Maybe this? Do you know anything about this? No, he doesn't. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait. I think he actually does know something. Wait, hold on. Inspector, what do you make of this? I just saw Inspector, what do you make of this? And then suddenly I was like, oh, well, I guess he doesn't know.
Ah, why are we here then? A redemption ticket for an occult deposit here, is it? Man, looks like someone ran out of stationery and wrote the ticket on whatever paper he had to hand.
Wait, hold on, wait, stop!
Yeah, this is the ticket for Mr. McGillet's overcoat. The one that little diver turned up with yesterday.
Oh, actually, no, it's not.
Really? You think you know better than me doing a mass, eh?
No, I didn't mean to,
Bruno's right, Gregsy. This isn't the same ticket.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course, I never doubted you at all, your ladyship. So, what's all this about then? I'm gonna be so boneless nice. Man, I love you, girl. You're my BFF. You're my best friend forever. Well, please write something nice about me in the next one, please.
This is a second ticket.
Yeah, a second one.
It seems Mr. McGilded did in fact have another article in storage here.
Is that right?
I think we need to discuss this further with the inspector, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, good. Because he's ever so easy to talk to.
What do you mean? I love talking mass, eh?
Alright, let's chat. This ticket was in one of the pockets of McGilded's overcoat.
You meant to tell me.
How's it going, Mystery? Yeah, there was more than just the music box disc, it seems.
You should have insisted on the lads taking it back to the yard and examining it properly.
Right, I think she's still wearing it.
Well, according to the details on this ticket, Mr. McGilded deposited another article here with Mr. Windibank.
Yeah, I can see it written here. A small box, was it?
Could it be that he deposited a music box? Ooh! Oh! Wait, hold on. Does somebody have a pan? Cause I'm cooking right now. Okay, he deposited a music box, and the music box goes with the music box disc, and when you put them together, it's a bomb. When you put them together, it sends like a secret message or something, or something like that. Maybe the music can be decoded, so it's like A B C D E F G A. Okay, well, you have A B C D E F G. Well, you have 7 letters to work with, but maybe you can send a code using the 7 letters A through G and go bum 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 bum. To be honest, it looks like the entire pawnbrokery is filled with small bombs. You know what? Don't do this to me. That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying, right? Interesting. Interesting. What are you talking? No. these are medium boxes. These are not small boxes. Those the entire pawnbrokery is filled with medium boxes, not small boxes. Tell me about this coded music. All right. Well, you see, when telephony was invented, they used frequencies to decipher numbers. Man, I'm going back to like all my old like engineering communications and stuff. Hey, Siren, what if they all have small boxes inside the medium? No, wait, this is getting too complicated. And what if they put the medium boxes inside large boxes?
It's another article belonging to Mr. McGilded. It could be an important clue.
I beat you to it.
Well, yeah, I suppose it could be.
Large box, medium box, and then inside that small box is a tiny box. I hate this.
Please stop looking at me with those big turquoise eyes all full of open expectation. It's too much pressure. I'll lose my marbles. We all go barking.
Right. He has to. Right. Oh man, Gregson has to do his best in front of Iris because he wants Iris to write something good about him.
I gave Gregson the mobster voice. Massey, what are you talking about?
Trust me, the sizes will be super important. Are we gonna debate what the definition of small is in the court? Because I swear.
Not enough sauce for you, sunshine. There's one thing that springs to mind. According to this ticket, the redemption deadline's already passed, hasn't it?
Which means it should be outside. The box should already be outside. But if what's his name? If Eggs Benedict if Eggs Benedict wanted to steal McGilded's thing, it wouldn't be surprising if there were other people after McGilded's thing. So maybe the guys, the two thugs, maybe they were after the box. Right? So maybe people are after McGilded's stuff because I don't know, maybe it's like, why do they care? I mean, it doesn't matter why they care. What matters is that people care about McGilded's stuff. Okay, which means I'm getting too sidetracked. It doesn't matter why they care. What we do know is that there are people who care. And if one person cares, it's not surprising that other people care. Right? So maybe people are trying to get their hands on McGilded stuff, including Gina, and that's why they need to get the box and then the thing, and then maybe they'll sell it to the black market, and the black market will use it to like as some sort of like secret message or something. I don't know.
Oh, yes, of course. Articles are only held for 2 months.
So the small box will no longer be small then. Wait. So the small box will no longer be here then. Gonna refer to McGilded as McGoondled. They stole the box and determined if it was small or medium.
I'm telling you, brother, it's a small box. Nah, brother, it's a medium box. Man, it's a large box.
For some reason, now everyone, all the criminals are now, what's his name? Gregson.
All right, brother, you tell me, is that a small box or a medium box? Man, that's right. It's been forfeited. By the way, it's a large box.
Which means Think inside the small. I hate it. I hate you guys. Let's box up this. Ah! Which means it could be on the shelves in front of the shop. Yeah, the shelves in the front. We have to search them.
You're wasting your time. There are dozens of little boxes out there. Hundreds even. We can't possibly know which one might have been Matilda's. That information is not written in the letter.
Well, I think we should at least have a look just in case.
Of course, your ladyship, of course. Very sensible of you, I'm sure.
This is getting old. What the frick?
I nearly jumped off my skin there. How could Winterbank set such a wicked trap?
Maybe think outside the box. Now he challenged me to a boxing. Box puns. I doubt he set out to scare anyone. Is that really the time? I think perhaps we should pay Gina another visit. Oh? Our trial's tomorrow. We have to establish whether or not you'll be defending her. I think we should ask her one more time. She may have changed her mind.
Don't you remember, Ryuno? You told her she could rip up the representation papers if she didn't want you to be her lawyer.
Really? Did I say that? Yes!
You did.
Ah! Now the women are berating me! Well, the tiny women. The deadline for submitting paperwork is approaching fast. You like how the music is playing, like, because Susanoo thinks she's gonna change her mind, it's gonna be like a huge problem. We have to get back to the prison.
I'm telling you, coppers, it's a large box. Nah, brother, it's a small box.
One of these women can throw you, the other has a bazooka. You know, fair point. Oh. Hey, Gina. You're back. Oh. She's such a tsundere. Question for all you Londoners. Are East End orphans generally tsundere? The police must have finished questioning her.
Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful?
Didn't bother me. Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Winterbank's. Oh, right. It's not like I did that for you or anything, as you would say, Barker.
Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy.
What's the point of asking? Won't change what everyone's saying. Oh, I did it.
That's not...
Gina, we came to ask you for your final decision. What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you? Come on, Gina. Be the dere in tsundere. I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right, I'll see. She's really lost her fight all of a sudden. I know what it feels like. The worry's hard to bear. Come on. then. Blimey, give it a rest of them eyes, Iris. So come on then. Fill us in. Who done it?
Unfortunately, we don't know that yet.
You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo somehow always finds the culprit in the middle of the courtroom. Okay, so just based on all the evidence we have, it was Gregson. I suspect Benedict is involved in this. Apparently they caught the thugs, so I'm probably gonna have to work on my East End Londoner accent.
Oi, 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 hey, mate. I'm put you down in the dirt.
That's awful. I don't know how. But apparently they caught the two like thugs. And so it's probably Benedict, the two thugs, or some of their compatriots, maybe. Is Benedict related to the thugs? I don't know, maybe. We know people are after McGilded stuff. That is my theory. My theory is people are after McGilded stuff, which means Benedict is after McGilded stuff. These two dudes are after McGilded stuff, which means, I mean, they might know each other. It's possible. There is a reasonable possibility that they're all, like, in a gang, working together. And Egbert Benedict is, like, the ringleader. Also known as Awful Guy, right? If you guys remember, his cane said AG. So, Egbert Benedict, a.k.a. Awful Guy. From what I've learned, Ace Attorney is a complete dystopia. You're not innocent until proven guilty. Even if you're not guilty until proven innocent, you're guilty until you can prove someone else did. Pretty much. And while we haven't managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts we have managed to establish.
Yeah, like what?
Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I know why you broke into Windibanks. Looks like I'm gonna have to take out some evidence and thrust it in Gina's face. Or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose. Just throws the manuscript at her. Let's present this before we do representation. We found this in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story.
Oh, what? Well, that's good then.
Curiously, the storeroom at Windibanks showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value and the like. With one exception. The box file that housed this... How did she know which box it was, though? Iris would know. How would she know? Well, I guess it's just her diver's intuition. Let's call it that. It was you, wasn't it, Gina? Who broke open the box. You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of the Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom, isn't it? Why don't you tell us what happened? Please.
Alright, yeah. This Baskerville story. It's the latest Shelps adventure, right? But it ain't be printing yet. So I figure it's gonna be worth a fair few pieces of silk.
Come on, Gina. Is it that hard to admit that you were concerned for your friends? Gina, please. You are a lovely young lady, and you deserve the best, and you deserve to be a pretty princess, but you need to be honest. What the frick, Gina? How's it going, Slip?
Yes,
At least 5. Wait, what? Hold on. Can I see that manuscript? All right, later, guys. Later, dorks.
What?
Oh, Iris became Cockney.
What?
So you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you?
No. Ginny, how could you?
What? Wait, no. Oh, hang on. Cause I wasn't gonna sell it. All I want to do is find out if the manuscript or whatever you call it was really there or not. It's the only reason I was down the place. For Iris's sake, isn't that right? We knew why you did it from the start, Gina. Of course we did.
But... I knew you wouldn't do anything like me like that, Ginny. I just knew it. So we faked everything.
Well, she got trust issues. She does. Poor girl. 5k pounds would be like, holy, that's more than... That's 0.75 million. More than, oh my goodness. When I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you said the night before. Blimey, mate! Grown-ups do an awful lot worse than that. Bat-faced liar, lot of them. You ain't where are yet.
Can you talk slower? I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh no, what's the matter with you? Ain't no way, you're serious.
If I'm honest, this is not helpful at all. Somewhere, it must be there though. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt Sholmes.
Those are the sounds of a Cockney.
Oh, gee, that's so sweet of you.
Alright. I'll tell you what I did. Stop looking at me like that, Horace. Alright, let's talk about representation. Hey, Dre. We already have the representation papers. All we have to do is hand them to the court clerk. That is, if you'll allow me to represent you. Yeah, don't bother.
Ginny?
Remind me of them, will ya? Them representation papers or whatever you call them. This cell ain't fancy enough to have a bin. Wait, this cell ain't fancy enough to have a bin? A bin as in a toilet? Oh, a trash can. So what will you do in court tomorrow? I'll be fine on my own.
I don't think you will be.
Look, it don't matter. What's gonna happen tomorrow's gonna happen. It's one stubborn pickpocket. God, she even turns her head like a tsundere. Baka! You love how secretly... I love how, like, kind-hearted Gina actually is, but she's had to harden herself to the world. And I know some actual kids who are actually really kind, but have a difficult time not being hard to the world. Yeah, and it sucks that some kids have to deal with this. Oh, because of ours? That's not why I did it. I just want to know the truth, that's all. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest. If he really deposited the manuscript. Yeah, we've known her for like, what? 2 months? Well, then again, we met her one day 2 months ago, and then we met her again. So I told you not before. I never had a father. Oh, that fatherless joke I made was a little bit... I'll take that back. Iris' lot ain't like mine. She's got a dad, only she can't see him. I reckon it's gotta be harder. That's why she writes the stories about her daddy. What it sound like to me anyway. Last night when I was listening to what you're saying. Stories about daddy? You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective, so much as a great detective and his trusty partner? Well, that's how I see it yet. That's why Sherlock Holmes is such an idiot in those stories.
You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny.
Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Well, I kind of thought a little bit differently when she stole, like, half my stuff. Ryunosuke, not now. Look, give it a rest, will ya? I all this chumming nonsense, yeah? I hate it. I don't trust no. Is there blood on her coat? I can't tell. That's how it works. Because if you don't trust no one, no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, scrapper. Is that blood on her sleeves? I hadn't noticed until now, but right there on her sleeves of her overcoat. Yeah, it is blood. Are some very suspicious red stains. Whoa, why are you looking at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting our findings to Gina. Do we present the blood samples? Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood it is yet. What? You what?
Blood, Mr. Naruhodo?
You don't appear to have any obvious wounds on yourself, though. Was she wearing a blood-soaked coat? What the frick? So could it be that blood splattered from Mr. Windibanks when he was shot last night? I don't think so. Okay. Hypothesis. Wait, hold on. Manakyn is proud to present his logic and reasoning deduction spectacular. All right, I have to fill in for idiot Sholmes because Sholmes isn't here right now. I believe. Okay. Could there have been blood splatter from Windibank? Yes, possibly. However, another way blood could have gotten on that coat is considering the fact that that is McGilded's coat. And if that is McGilded's coat, there is a high likelihood that that coat has blood on it from 2 months ago. So I believe that blood will turn purple.
Let's not beat around the bush here. This is a gun!
Take it easy, Oros!
Die, Jenny!
Bam! Woo! Let's go! Oh, wait. That's a lot of blood. What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole thing is covered in blood. Of course. The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why if you kill someone, wear black. And the blood... Once again, will this hold up in court? Are we allowed to use, like, the chemical experiments of a 10-year-old in court? It was pink and be Danganronpa. Which matches with one of the samples we've already collected.
Let's see now who had the purple blood. Aha! Yes, it was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago.
Hunky monkey fly. I miss the hunky monkeys. I knew it. What? What are you on about? Victor, what do you mean? It means you killed Mr. Mason. Where was that from? Oh, that was from Princess Peach Showtime. Perhaps you are the murderer. Oh god, all the tiny women are staring at me. I'm gonna be real. This is kind of like squad goals right here. Yo, if these 3 were my bodyguards, no one would ever mess with me. It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason. Oh, will someone explain to me what's going on? Stop telling half a story. It means... Okay, I'm gonna be real. Once again, I believe that Naruhodo cannot be held accountable for what happened. But I don't know in this era would they hold me accountable. I have no idea. Because Naruhodo doesn't deserve it, man. If you guys know what I mean, because I'm the one who defended McGilded. We can see the victim's blood is all over McGilded's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reach out to give a man a hand. But if you look at the cloak now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from McGilded trying to pull the victim to his feet. Not if that's what really happened. The blood wouldn't have splashed all over in the front of his... But would it have splashed all over even if he was stabbing? Plus, he was kind of thrown on last minute. So, who? He had no chance to interview. Who? The only explanation for this pattern of blood... Oh, yeah. He was thrown onto the case of McGilded. That's right. That is right. That is right. You are absolutely right. But yeah, I mean, they cannot hold him accountable. Like, there is no possible way they could hold him accountable, right? I mean, is the McGilded case the first case, at least that I've seen in Ace Attorney, where the murderer wasn't caught? Was that the very first? I mean, we had a case where what's his face? The thief wasn't caught. That was in what is it? The Desiree Delight case. That's the only character I remember because that's the only case that actually matters. That's the only person that actually matters. But the Desiree Delight case. In that case, the thief wasn't caught, but the murderer was absolutely caught. Is this the very first time ever? Yeah, Mr. Cinnabon Hair. You appreciate the candle? Yeah, the candle is actually moving. It's a nice touch. In Trials and Tribulations, yeah. Yeah, but I don't think the murderer has never not been caught before. I mean, I guess he died, but legally, he was never caught. I suppose who is it? Who's Shabra? Who was Shabra? Justice for All case, the one with the assassin. Oh, you know, guys, in theory, functionally, the assassin was never caught. You're absolutely right, I suppose, but, so I guess, but he was also not on trial, so, well, okay, so I suppose the accessory was never caught, although, this is weird. Matt on guard functionally was caught, even though legally it didn't matter whether he was caught or not, because if he wasn't going to jail, he was going to get shellied. But yeah. So yeah, I think the other case is the Shelly the Killer, who was never caught, in theory. But although I mean, Shelly the Killer is 100% guilty, but for some reason we give him an exception, like morally. He's like, well, he's a professional assassin, so it's like, whatever. It's like we're just satisfied with catching Engard. Is that it splattered all over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim. You still think about Matt Engard. I still think about him this time of year. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough. But there's no escaping it now. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer. Magnus McGill. Okay, that was a frickin' open and shut case. That was a frickin' open and shut case. Which means if Naruhodo was able to defend this, that was not his fault. It was absolutely the prosecution's fault for being completely incompetent. Right? That was an open and shut case, right? McGilded was the only person in the frickin' cart, and there was no other way to get into the cart. And that was it. That case should have been so frickin' easy for the prosecution. The fact that frickin' prosecution struggled that much to convict him, that is absolutely the fault on the prosecution, right? They should have already closed the book on the fact that Fair Play had connections with McGilded. They should have already investigated that. They should have already investigated the rooftop. They should have secured the evidence. There's so many things they could have done. They have pictures. They should have taken pictures of the entire place, but they didn't. McGilded was manipulative. Yes, absolutely. But frickin' there were so many things they could have done. It's like, you cannot frickin' blame the prosecution. I guess it's the prosecution's fault. We're good at our job. Hell yeah, baby! Vortex did say, Vortex is... Oh, Strongheart, yeah. He did say it was a simple case. I mean, in theory, there should have been no way we would have won that case. They better not blame my boy. Mr. Naruhodo. That horrible case is solved at last. And I... No, you did not! You demonstrated that the prosecution was incompetent. That is what you did. You did not help... You used the twisted testimony and the sham evidence. They should have already been able to... How could you have let that... Okay. We do not have time for an existential crisis. Our frickin' princess, Gina, is in trouble. We are going to save the princess. Barack Obama threw the case. Their investigation was insufficient. I mean, let's be real here. The case was kind of incompetent. If they let McGilded get away with that much, it was a little bit of incompetence. I'm just gonna say.
You know, you did believe him, though. You did believe Mr. McGilded was innocent.
I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer. Buddy, I am sorry, but yo man Kazuma has corrupted your mind. Believing in those you represent doesn't mean like, oh, blind faith, man. It means I believe that they deserve a fair trial, not that they are definitely not guilty. No, come on.
A weapon?
Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson.
You mean Kazuma-sama?
Why don't I get a Sama, Susato? No, don't do this! Listen, Ryun. I haven't done his voice in so long. Hold on. But listen, Ryunosuke. We lawyers are only human. We can't know for sure what the truth is and what's a lie. Which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. A katana, an unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight for everything we have for their cause. It really is your Ace Attorney. If your co-counsel doesn't die in the second Why? Why are you doing this to me? Everyone be dying out here. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So I believe you, unwaveringly. That could be a good fan fiction. What's funny, Gina? God, sounds like in this empire of Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. Well, come on. Look at the mess it's gotten you in. Believing in the bog trotter. Yeah. I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. No, you didn't. Well, at least you learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. As soon as you let your guard down, you at it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe in no one. Get hurt by no one. Gina, you could stab me 1,000,000 times and I would still think you're a pretty princess. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow? How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you sure that's what you want? I bet that's what he wants and all now. Mr. I'm a believer lawyer. Then I saw her face. I'm a believer. It's a Smash Mouth song. Come out in 100 years. Don't forget it was me on trial 2 months ago. I lit everyone up with the garden pipe, didn't I? Yeah, you're telling me that you can believe me after all that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, a lawyer's primary weapon is unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I can trust Gina. You can't trust? But what choice do I really have here? I have to believe it. It's all an illusion! Although I can't hardly believe myself that I'm making this choice in spite of everything. Let's just put it down to one of life's little curiosities. Come on, defend your pretty princess. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Are you off bike? Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously? Mr. Naruhodo? Did you hear what I said before? Once a cosplayer said, it's all fiction! I'm a baller. It was just trip off me tongue, and I'm a diver. Don't forget it. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and I got you in all sorts of trouble. Why will you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina, I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to life than you yet realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. It's true, I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. I let a murderer walk free, and I generally suck with women. I can't eat with a fork because I'm so used to chopsticks, and milk gives me diarrhea. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, until my very last breath, I am completely on your side. Oh, what do you expect me to say to that? Oh. Oh. I'll take these papers and carry out the necessary preparations. It would be a shame to throw them away now it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Does she know how to write? Totally random question, but can she read and write? Education was not a strong suit of this era. Eastern law. Oh. I don't know what you are. You don't get ya. Thanks for coming, Mystery. Gina's taking herself back to the back of her cell. She'll never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out all right in the end, I think. Whoever's hiding... What? Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice! Wait, what? Who do you hear? Somebody's there in the shadows. I can sense it. Someone who wasn't there before. What? 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 Huh? Blimey, you're sharp, huh?
Oh, blimey, you're sharp, huh? Man, see? I suppose you was using one of those mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I heard so much about. Fire style, fireball jutsu!
If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Grexy!
Oh, dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. Didn't mean to startle you.
Was he eavesdropping the entire time? He's totally like,
Come on, now she has to cry a little bit. All right, yeah. And next she has to say, I don't trust anyone. Okay, yeah.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Great, no. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave involves after hours. Yes, eh? I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived this very minute. Not a moment earlier. That's all. Nothing untoward at all, yes, eh?
after hours? Is it that late?
So then, I'll humbly excuse myself, your ladyship. Ta-da! Turtle! Cheerio! All the best! Bye! Yes, eh?
That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
But I wanted to have a chat.
Oh. I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with, Strongheart will,
Emergency?
Strongheart?
Anyway, I'm off.
All right, Craigsy. If you have to, let's chat soon.
Delighted, sure, can't wait. If you please, my pleasure. Master!
That's a lot of pleasantries. Not one sounded sincere.
Oh, Craigsy's so funny. He says such silly things.
Does Iris not have any idea the political implications as to why he's saying these things to her? It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning a 10-year-old. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency at the Supreme Court is. I must attend to the court clerk's office before it closes. Of course. Thank you, Miss Susato. Are we never going to see her again? Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall... Oh, thank God. And so our investigation came to an end. Susato went to file the necessary papers for the defense of Gina. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato would be leaving Britain, and making her way back to Japan. That's like 2 months of a travel, dang. I'm telling you, Gregson's pockets are oily from all those fish and chips. He's gonna need someone to take them from him. Oh, don't do this with the sad music. Naruhodo, 16th of April, 11:13 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Thank you for the narration. Naruhodo-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato? Today's been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. All on the back of news that her father was ill and that she must return to Japan. I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. I'm going to be honest. Why do they need to call her back because her father is ill? I get that, you know, maybe she should visit her father, you know, because he's feeling sick. But at the same time, that's such a weird thing. Like, I'm not sure what you... it's like, if her father was dying and she could take a plane that takes like 10 hours to go back home. I don't know how far it is from Japan to London. It's probably like 16 hours or something like that. That would make sense that they would call her home. But, you know, we're talking about 51 days, right? In this era, did people travel that long to, because like in this era it was almost just like a given that, you know, when you travel across the world to move, you just don't see them again, you know. And maybe she just really cares about her father, but it's like, to me it's kind of strange, you know, your father is plot convenient. They just had to make things sad. That's right. This is all to make you cry, Manakyn. I wonder why it is. And so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm. And yet I seem to be unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. I can never find any words to express myself. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make my preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task. Uh-oh. It's just 2 months since we've arrived in London. But we've managed to establish this office. I was finally feeling as though we were settling in. Is, Iris gonna become my judicial assistant now? Let's be real here. Naruhodo's kind of incompetent. I'd be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm sorry, Sato. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. I know we've only been here for a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something. And what would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? Like a jewel. The light plays off of them in complex complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we only see a small number of the total facets. And what is illuminated is only a part of the whole. Ryunosuke, stop trying to be deep. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on, for as long as we live. That's so true. Sometimes I feel as I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it'll all become clear. And that all the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Naruhodo-san. I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. It's amazing to think that it's just been 2 months. I have never seen her smile like that. Oh. You've grown so much. And I love how she's talking to him like he's a child when she's freaking 16. Sorry, what? Oh, no, it was nothing. Unimportant. Don't do that! This hurts. This hurts. Do you know what time you'll leave for London in the morning? Yes. I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4:08. Ah. I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. I'm a strong, independent woman, and I don't need no man to go. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. I know, but every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you'll find it hard to sleep. Honestly, if I had a trip at 4 a.m., I'd stay up the night. Because I couldn't guarantee that I would wake up at 4 a.m. But please, for me, do try. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean?
Oh, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have the...
What is that? Some bundle of documents.
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus.
The McGilded case.
It seems that the case of Mr. Windibank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied to the omnibus case, in ways that are not completely apparent.
I'm telling ya, what is his name? Eggs Benedict is Mason's long-lost son. I'm telling ya. Have you seen their hair? Their frickin' hair.
So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings and thinking,
Oh. With everything else she's had to think about, Susato still managed to do this. And all neatly, like... And the face shape. Wow, I hate this game.
It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina.
Thank you, Susato. I'll use it wisely. You really are the best judicial system in the world.
Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure.
Don't do this. Don't do this. I didn't catch what you said there.
Oh, ignore me. I was just
Susato, don't go! I can't. This game can't exist without a Maya. Omnibus murder case summary. Victim was found deceased on the last scheduled omnibus of the day after a stab wound to the abdomen. Details of victim: name Mason Milverton, male. Mason Milverton. We never actually knew his name until now. His name is Mason Milverton. Occupation: brickmaker. Domicile: East End of London. Trial summary: defendant Magnus McGilded, prosecuting attorney Lord Barack Obama Van Zeeks, defense attorney Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Conviction was assured with 3 eyewitness testimonies. However, a surprise 4th witness's testimony resulted in acquittal due to insufficient evidence. Stab wound to the abdomen. East End of London. Witness testimony. I don't know why that is important, but it very well might be. I hope we get pictures of the scene. I want to see more pictures.
Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed, Naruhodo. I must finish packing up my things in my room.
Susato,
I wish you the very best tomorrow. Good night.
We all know that Susato's going to her room and then going to cry in private, right? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, there's something I need to say. Yeah. What was that? A secret technique of mine? The Susato. Why am I feeling so sleepy all of a sudden? Shut down? Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes. Oh, don't hold back my tears. Oh, don't leave, Susanna. Susato-san. It's truly been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up, learning the truth of that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted. And yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. As a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my— Do not play these scenes. Eventually, my fatigue triumphed. Do not give me a frickin' flashback. I swear to God, I will frickin' cry right now. Oh. Hold it. The 17th of April. The small hour. Not the large hours, the small hours. St. Sinner's Hospital, Ward 3. Is this Sherlock? Is this Sherlock? Yes, I quite understand. The medium hours? Is it a small box? Or is it a medium box? Oh, it's a small box. See? Nah, it's a medium box. I need comedy because this hurts. That is a great weight off of my mind. Who is this? Who is? Off of my mind. Oh! Hello, I'm Sherlock Holmes, and I'd like to say, remember kids, don't do drugs. It's a commercial break. Rest assured, I have put everything in place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. Oh. Let me try that again. Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind. Rest assured. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you. It's been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. My dear madam. Did they just have like a saucy interlude? What did they do? What did she plan? Will the devs make us cry next chapter? Find out next time. The devs were very merciful, but you absolutely know that you absolutely know that the devs are going to show us a whole bunch of flashbacks after the end of this case, and it's going to be like, oh, Susato, you've done so much for me, how I hope you are okay, and it's going to show her crying as she's on the boat, and then it's going to have flashbacks of them getting to London. Do not the 16-year... It's not my fault, blame Herlo! Yeah, but they're gonna make us cry. They're 100% gonna make us cry. Susato, who deserves the title of Pretty Princess? Susato or Gina? Because I think Gina. every game there needs to be one character who is Pretty Princess, and it's usually a male character. Like, for example, in Nier Automata, the Pretty Princess was 9S. Man! Man! In Kingdom Hearts, the Pretty Princess was Goofy. It takes a man to be best girl. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for the ladies in the game because they lost the title of best girl to a man. This is a freaking Kazuma. I miss Kazuma, man. What do you guys think of that, though? What do you guys think is gonna happen? I can't wait to meet, like, the thugs. I wonder what they're like. Like, oh, I bet they're gonna talk like this. Blimey! Oh, blimey! Oh, Shamu's ball. I kind of have like a... Like, you guys might not know this, but when they imply characters, I generally think of their voices ahead of time. If the thugs don't have knives, then it's not accurate. Gumshoe is... Gumshoe is... No, I'm not sure. I think Gumshoe gets the title of Pretty Princess. Because Gumshoe is a pretty princess. They argue a lot. I bet they do. Okay, so I'm gonna bet that we're gonna have to bring in Eggs Benedict. Okay, my final verdict is Wagahai did it! The cat did it! You should post tan male strongheart. Hold on, let me see if I can find it and then I'll share it with you guys. Tan male strongheart. I don't see it. I just see judge. I probably shouldn't Google any character. Okay, sure. Okay, I will avoid doing that then. I'm telling you, the final boss is either Strongheart or Iris. There's an art of Gumshoe in a dress. Hell yes, Gumshoe is the prettiest princess at the ball. All the stepsisters are frickin' jelly. Let's be real here. Okay, Desiree. Who are all the cute girls in? Desiree and April May are jealous of Gumshoe because he is the prettiest princess at the ball. There's official art of Edgeworth in a maid outfit? Wait. Maid. I'm not sure if this is official. I need to find the official one. Official. Let's say official art. Let me hold on a second. I found this one, which is him as a butler. And you can also see frickin' what's his name, Larry in the background. Larry in the background trying to serve Von Karma. I found him as a butler. If you're trying to post links, you probably can't post the links because I know that the links don't work in the chat. If you Google The Adventure of the Runaway Room, The Great Ace Attorney, the first video, that's the one with tan vortex at the start. Oh, well, I better not do that just in case. You sent it on Discord. Ugh, you're gonna make me log into Discord. Okay, it's not him as a maid, but it's him in an apron. Put it into YouTube. No, I actually won't put it into YouTube. And the reason why I'm not going to put it into YouTube is because when I put one thing that has to do with Ace Attorney into YouTube, it's going to start recommending that more and more, and that's eventually going to recommend a spoiler, so I'm going to be very careful about that. You like to think it's a maid outfit? I do have a Discord server, although it's mostly used just for announcements. But you can all, like, I have no problem with you guys generally DMing me. Like, I don't really look at my Discord that much nowadays. I just use it as, like, a messaging service. But, yeah, you guys can always DM me. Recently, I've mostly been using it for, like, more professional things, like to contact people. But feel free to say hi. Where's the link for it? Does the Discord command still work? Can somebody put Discord in the chat? Thank you. Yeah, it still works. I think that's the right link. I don't know. I don't generally do very much on social media. I try not to spread too far out in social media. It means I don't grow very much. You know, that's the bad side. But the good side is that I don't want to deal with, you know, the expansion kind of drama that comes with it. So one of the problems that I had in the past with Discord was that, you know, in servers, lots of less than mature, so either childish or maybe less than well-intentioned people tried to take over the servers by, you know, talking about things that probably weren't that appropriate. Oh man, now you're making me log in again! I just logged out. So that's one of the reasons why I have been generally avoiding it. Oh. Let me see this. Does he look tanner than normal? I don't think he looks tanner than normal. Is he tanner? I can't tell. I am the Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire, Heart Vortex. What his name? Why is his what is his Japanese name? Heart Vortex. He's way tanner. Is he? I don't remember, to be honest. That's his. What is that? What does Heart Vortex mean? Heart Vortex. Heart Vortex. Tekusu. Tesu. Heart Vortex. Hard Vertex. Hard Vertex. Harvard Index. Harvard Index? Oh yeah, you just sent me the reference. He's way tanner. I wonder why he's so tan. Yeah, but Heartless? He's been sitting under his glass ceiling. Well, I mean, my man... my man is sexist because he's refusing to break the glass. I'm sorry. I had to make that joke. Heartless. Oh, speaking of which, guys, the 3 games that we're probably going to be playing after this one and then after Paper Mario, because I know you guys all want Paper Mario. The game we're going to be playing after that is either Final Fantasy VII, the remake, the Super remake, the Kingdom Hearts, what is it, like 170 something days or something, or I don't know, one of the Kingdom Hearts, the one that comes after 1. I don't know which one that is. And Persona 3 Reloaded or something like that. So one of those 3 games, because these are the 3 games that people have been asking for. There's also Gumshoe in the Acolyte uniform and Maya's wig. What? Yeah, so I'm gonna put up a vote at some point about those 3 games. So, but yeah. Persona 3, oh my god. The previous Persona game took us like 40 different streams. Let me check. You forgot to buy it? And some of those streams ran long too, if I remember. Let me see. Playlists. Persona 3 is way shorter than Persona 5. Is it? Let me see. Persona. Oh, it's been a while since I played Persona, huh? Yeah, after Persona was Tears of the Kingdom, I think. And then I tried Baldur's Gate, and people were like, "Why are you killing everyone?" I was like, "Well, sorry." Hey, Toto, how's it going? You came at the end of the stream, but yeah, we're still just hanging out. Let me see here. Oh. Yeah, part 38. Persona 5 Tactica. I wanted to play that. Unfortunately, just people, it didn't seem like people really were vibing with it. People didn't really care that much. I would have loved to play through it even more, but they released a Chinese Persona. Yeah, I heard that was a mobile game, which was disappointing. It was a gacha. It was a gacha game. You might be a bit new here, guys, so you don't know, but I generally try to avoid gacha games. I don't really vibe with, why am I using the word vibe? I hate the word vibe. I don't really like the gacha games that much. I don't really agree with them. It was a gacha, you forgot? I thought it was like Persona 5, but for China. Yeah, I know, like, Persona 5 was censored due to the Personas. Like, there were a lot of Personas that didn't meet China's censorship rules. Like, I think China has a rule where you can't put animal parts on a human. It's like, that has to be censored. And, you know, there are a lot of Persona that have that. and other things as well, like sexual content and so much. China has incredible, almost like I'm just gonna say it's bad and leave it at that, so I don't accidentally get myself killed. Yeah, but yeah, they released a gacha game, which is kind of like mobile for lots of different regions. I think you can play it right now, actually. I think it's been released in China and Korea. I'm not sure if it's Japan. But yeah, I've not Googled anything about this game, so, or Ace Attorney Chronicle dudes. So I don't know much about it. So I'm purposefully not looking at things, and then I'll check it all out once I finish the game. Orpheus. What about Orpheus? Oh wait, wasn't Orpheus one of the Persona 4 personas? Yeah, it was one of the DLCs for Persona 5, I remember. Yeah, Orpheus was like one of the Persona 5 DLCs, so people told me that it was from one of the previous Personas. Yeah, it seems like they had like one series that was entirely Greek mythology. So there was like Orpheus and Cerberus, maybe? I don't remember. You like her design? Orpheus is a dude. Unless Persona changed it to be a girl, but Orpheus is a dude. Orpheus is a bard from Greek mythology who went to hell to find his lover or something like that. It was something along those lines. Yeah, Orpheus is definitely a man. It could have been changed in Persona, but I'm almost 100% sure that Orpheus is a man. Orpheus. Yeah, it's a dude. Yeah, Orpheus and his lover Eurydice. I don't really remember the story that well, but I know he went to the underworld to find his lover, something like that. But, I mean, in your defense, it could be a very pretty dude. Honestly, ever since I played Kingdom Hearts, I'm kind of missing those stupid idiots. Frickin' Goofy. Goofy? I'm Goofy. Yeah, and then we have to, what is it? We have to reunite Sora and Riku, and I don't know. I don't know. Alice, once again, I will say Alice deserved better. Alice deserved way better. Anyway, I think it's time for me to go. Oh, we should think about what I want to eat for dinner. Food. I've been thinking about trying this new, what is it called? Filipino place. There's this fast food restaurant called Jollibee, which apparently is a Filipino fast food chain. And apparently it's good. It has like Filipino pasta, and most of it seems normal. It's like they have a burger, which is like, yeah, but Jollibee. Oh, do you know Jollibee? Is it good? It just popped up in my search the other day. I was like, oh, there's a Jollibee, which is close by. Is it any good? So I wanted to try it. Is it good? Interestingly, they serve pasta, which I never expected. I don't, but it sounds familiar. Yeah, they serve pasta, so I wanted to try their pasta because I have never seen a what do you call it? I've never seen a fast food place serve pasta. I've seen them serve like mac and cheese maybe, but that's not really pasta. You know what I mean? Mac and cheese is not pasta. Anyway, I think it's time for me to head out. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. I can't wait to see what happens in court tomorrow. Well, in Phoenix Wright court. I'm not going to actual court. Time to eat. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. If you have any quests for me, I'll see you all next time.